Hello. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you, Mr. Molinari. Thank you, Christina, for having me. Um, as you said, my name is Kilian Kada. I'm one of the principals of the German architecture studio Kadawittfeldarchitektur. We do a wide range of different projects. As you can see here, we're doing office buildings, housing. We recently completed the German headquarters or campus for the Football Association in Frankfurt. We are planning the Komische Oper in Berlin. We're doing a lot of cultural projects as well. And I'm proud of some of skyscrapers we are going to complete in German language countries. Today I'm going to talk about the Lidl campus. It's a building that houses more than 1,500 employees from the Lidl group. It's in southern Germany, near Neckarsulm. We completed the building during the COVID pandemic in 21. And it is about the size of 135,000 square meters, also with parking garage underneath. As you can see in this drawing, the site plan, the complex consists of 5 different buildings. Every building has its own shape. They are slightly different, but they are also connected underneath the garden. And the idea was to kind of provide a kind of city environment around a central garden for all the employees. This is the drawing of the site. You see the 5 different buildings, and what you also can see are the lines here. You can't see the pointer anyway. These height lines show that there is a natural topography on the site. And the southern edge of the site is 11 meters higher than the northern part on the right. So the idea was to kind of take this motif of landscape, contour lines, and the fact that the building is partly in the soil as a design approach. So at the end, from the drone, you can see the buildings and the central garden and the arena here on the left. Before we could go into the planning phase, we luckily won an international competition for this project. And we think it's a very good idea to test the best solutions in countless sketching models we do in our workshop at our office. And in this slide, you can already see the first idea about the relationship between the big building and the landscape surrounding it. What we really wanted to achieve was that this big volume is kind of embedded in the landscape and is a friendly neighbor next to the little city of Bad Wimpfen. And it was the idea that the orchards of the neighborhood or the properties opposite to it can unhindered flow into the site and into the center of the complex. On the left, you see the city. In this concept diagram of a section, there was the idea to keep the building on the edge of the site as flat and low as possible, and to kind of stagger the terraces towards the center of the complex. And in the end is you get several office floors, open office floors, a modern workspace with open floors, and of course great views into the landscape, the orchards, and into the city close to it. Some preliminary sketches in the competition phase, I think, are charmingly showing the idea of these working platforms that provide outdoor working as well. And it kind of shows the process of our projects, starting with drawings, hand drawings, before we transfer the drawings into the computer programs. What you can see here is the connecting level, which is connecting all the 5 houses underneath the soil. Anyway, due to the courtyards, every space has views into the green. We have the central meeting coffee point. There is a restaurant with an arena, and there is also a fitness facility. When you enter the building in the foyer at the main entrance, you get a great view into the inner garden on the street level, and then you can go down to the common areas. In order to structure the big areas of the ceiling, there was also the theme of these contour lines and the idea of forming a nice landscape to have a pleasant view to the ceilings. This central area provides daylight, and because of the human scale, we kind of made different zones to generate pleasant areas without boundaries. Green courtyards provide daylight, and this is the restaurant with a special facade, of course, with a special view over the orchards. And on the way to the fitness studio, you pass also on the path a secret garden. There is also, of course, this idea to continue the arena outside with its seating steps also inside. There is the idea of a central arena to hang out outside, to have lunch there. And there is also the possibility to have bigger events for the employees or clients. This is the view to the central garden. Of course, in every floor there are outside terraces that bring kind of green areas into the building, and it's very important to provide also outside areas to work on in a modern office world. You can have a great view above the city of Bad Wimpfen. Actually, the facade is curved and should have some dynamism, and the idea was to do the cantilevering floors, the free-floating floors, as layers, or as layers of the soil the building is made in. To get the design for the facade and to check out all the details, we had a 1-to-1 scale mock-up at the site. Of course, again, we did a lot of hand drawings before we transferred the information into the programs. and it was very important to give the terracotta panels a certain structure. There are ripples that that the material looks natural and looks like earth or soil. In this respect, the curves are quite elegant and dynamic. And actually, I think we could achieve the promise from the competition to design with the completed result. That was my part, actually. Thank you so much for your attention. If you don't mind, if you want some more details about the project, about us, please feel free to take the journals we do in our office. Thank you so much.